Look, utility is a really important part of CSGO, and oftentimes it decides whether you win or lose a round. So if you want to stop missing out on those easy ones, you're watching the right video. What's up guys, Kangas here, and in today's video, I'm showing you some of the most useful nade lineups and also when to optimally use them. Utility is a really important thing to know, and this video is going to teach you just that. So let's get into it.
Mirage is one of the most played maps in the game. Therefore, most of you may already know some of the utility necessary to win rounds. But today, I'm going to show you some of the lineups that you probably don't know, which will help you out a ton. Firstly, the fake B smoke from outside of Palace / close to T spawn. I never knew this one, but talking to some of our coaches, this smoke is generally used on a low buy or in a 1v1. It's going to confuse the enemies to think you're going B, as it lands default when, in reality, you're planting the bomb on A. It's important to know certain smokes like this in a 1v1, as it will keep opponents towards the B site, therefore reducing the amount of time they have in a retake and making it easier to take the bomb site. The next bit of util is a Molotov under balcony thrown from Palace. This molly is from a position where you are still in Palace and is therefore safe to throw. A lot of the time players will play under balcony on the CT side, and it's a very difficult position to clear when pushing out from ramp, or even Palace, as you'd be wide in the open when peeking there. But this molly will do the job for you. The next bit of util is also on T side. It's a flash for connector and short, enabling for your team to push into con, preferably to get the kill in con, and have some control of the map. This flash is best assisted with a smoke towards middle. Therefore, the player or players pushing into connector won't get picked off by a player in window. The next few bits of util are from deep B apps. Sometimes you want to sneakily go out onto B site, and the best way to achieve that is to throw some fake smokes onto A site or middle. Here are a bunch of lineups that you're going to want to know to push players away from B site and give you a free bomb plant. Of course, these nades are just a handful of all the useful smokes and flashes that you should learn, so if you want to know more, feel free to visit our website and talk to any of our coaches. They'll walk you through it all.
Real quick, I just want to let you all know that we have a 25% off discount going on the website right now. All you got to do is go in, check out, and enter code FPS25 to get that 25% off discount.
The last couple of smokes I'm showing you is just for a generic execute on A and B site. Most of this util you may already know, but if not, this'll help. Firstly, these are three most common smokes for CT, jungle, and stairs for A site. These smokes, accompanied with a lamp flash, will help you get onto A site very easily. And here's the set of util you should be using to get onto B site. The smokes for both the market window and the door. A pop flash that will blind players towards short and site, plus even a Molotov for the van. Alright, before our next map, it's time for our question of the day. What's the funniest moment that's happened to you while playing CS? Mine was run boosting middle on Mirage and then quick scoping a player in window. 5 rounds later, I was still laughing out loud. Let me know about yours in the comments down below. The first bit of util that you should know on Inferno is the Moto Smoke from Mexico. This smoke will allow you to push onto site without getting picked off by players rotating through CT. This will completely lock off an angle and therefore let you get into a good after plant position. This next smoke will put you into such a beneficial position when defending B site. B site is very hard to hold, especially when your teammate has peeked banana early and died. This smoke will give you the best chance of fending off the T side on your own. It gives you a great one-way angle and you can easily fall back into a better position when the smoke fades. This next Molotov is when in an after plant position on B site. This Molotov is best used in the last 10 to 15 seconds before the bomb explodes. It's thrown from inside construction, so if you still have a Molotov after you've planted B, maybe shift your position towards coffins or construction to help you win the round. This combo of smoke and 2 flashes will enable you to push out of apartments very easily. You'll firstly smoke on top of the hay bales, providing a one-way smoke that you can push out of easily. Then you throw 2 flashes from B apartments to blind players towards pit and towards site. This means you can easily jump out of apartments into mini pit without being spotted and in a very safe way. Just like Mirage, I'm showing you the default smokes that most players already know, but for the inexperienced, I hope that you pick something up here. For A site, there is a long and short smoke allowing you to get brackets control, and also a smoke that covers the pit and mini pit angles enabling you to get onto site. On B, here is the CT and coffin smoke from Banana. And even a Molotov for quad / new box. Dust is a certain map that doesn't have the most utility necessary to be learnt, but the utility that you do need to know is oh so important. For example, the deep CT smoke on A long. Most teams that are new to the game will either throw one smoke close to the cross, which will likely have a gap, or throw two smokes close, which won't have a gap but is wasting utility. Whereas when getting to a higher level, players will smoke CT deep. Therefore, rotators will have a hard time helping towards A site. Getting to short isn't going to be the easiest, as many teams will have an op holding mid and players on short. But this smoke and flash combo will help you take short. Firstly, you'll throw an Xbox smoke from T-spawn, then you'll throw a high flash above the wall, so if players have push middle, they'll be blinded. Finally, a flash will be thrown towards short, making it impossible for someone to hold your angle. The next set of util is thrown from deep short on A. This combo of util will help you get towards A site with not so many problems. Firstly, you'll throw a smoke from short, blocking off the first part of the cross and making it difficult for the CTs to kill you. Then throwing a flash high and left, making the players who want to fight you on short full blind, or they just have to back off. And finally, this Molotov thrown towards ramp, so that you can easily get the bomb down. This combo of util is very strong for helping you take A site from short. The next smoke is fairly simple, but is just as important as others, as it is necessary to take B site from middle. It's just a simple lineup that will block off CT rotates to B, therefore isolating the players on B site, making it very difficult for them to hold it. Finally, a door smoke with a pop flash will help you take B site from upper tunnels. Both the smoke and the flash is a left plus right click throw. After throwing the smoke, wait approximately 4 seconds before you throw the flash. Therefore, the smoke lands and the flash will pop at the same time. This increases the time you have to take the site before players rotate. If you throw the flash too early, the opponents on B won't be blind when you push out, and if you flash too late, teammates may have already died to the player or players on B. The first group of util is a combo of fast util to take B site. Usually, using a lot of util at the start of a round is risky, but this is for certain rounds when you want to fully execute a site, and need all the util necessary to do so. Firstly, the benefit of this util combo is the fact that it can be thrown all from the same position. But let's just get into it. Firstly, you'll be throwing a smoke grenade heaven, blocking off the line of sight of any ops playing there, helping you push out a monster and short. Next, you throw a flash over the yellow wall, as this will blind players playing barrels or ramp. Finally, you throw a Molotov towards barrels and a final nade at the ramp. This combo is best when you have nade binds. Nade binds are set keybinds for each separate grenade type, therefore making it fast and simple to switch between grenades. These next two Molotovs are paired together perfectly. They're thrown by the player playing on A site and will prevent players pushing fast towards the fountain area. The first Molotov will land on the stairs and will either keep players pushed back, or they will take some damage in the molly. The next molly lands in the entrance to playground, therefore it will do enough damage to either kill a player pushing through or leave them on 1 HP. And if players don't push through, it gives you plenty of time to take fountain control, therefore A will be very difficult for the T side to push. When in connector, you have the luxury of choosing to push between A and B site. Therefore, knowing util that lands on B site from con will be helpful to make your opponents believe that you're pushing the opposite site, keeping your enemies on B while you sneakily push up towards A. Here's a Molotov and smoke lineup that will help you sell the fake that you're going B when your real intentions are to go to A site. This next smoke will be very helpful when wanting to push towards B site. This smoke lands in the back of site, making it very easy to get a fast bomb plant and put a lot of pressure on the CT team. These next couple lineups aren't as creative or imaginative, but for those who are fairly new to the game, this util will be very helpful for taking A site. Firstly, a smoke and Molotov combo from Banana and Long. From Banana, you can easily smoke up Dumpster and Molotov backside with these lineups. From Long, you can smoke the cross to site and Molotov truck with these nades. On the map Train, utility is very important to lock off the long lines of sight that players could be holding with an op. Therefore, knowing consistent sandwich and connector smokes from close T-spawn are very important when taking A site. Pop Dog is a very important position to take control of due to its fast rotations between the A and B sites. Therefore, getting control of it on the T side is very beneficial. For example, here's a perfect flash to use to blind players who would be sat in Pop Dog. After taking control of Pop Dog, you'll again need to use util to get out of it. Here is a smoke and flash lineup that will be very effective when you want to try and push towards A site. Finally, here are some important pieces of utility for pushing out on B site. These two smokes are vital for pushing onto B site, as enemies won't be able to see when you cross the site. Both smokes are thrown from upper B halls. There, a flash from upper B halls is perfect for pushing out, as it will full blind most opponents towards B site. And finally, Molotov is essential, as it clears out backside and will force opponents into your line of sight. You aim on the line of the wall and walk throw. For Nuke in particular, there's many essential pieces of util that you need to know. For example, the most common being the outside smokes. The close one has a simple walk-throw lineup. Both the middle and deep smokes are jump throws. As a combination of all three of these smokes, it will allow you to quickly push into secret and get quickly down onto B site. If rushing down secret, a flash towards back red can be useful as it will blind players pushing towards outside early. It will also make it very difficult for the enemy team to have any idea what you're doing, especially when you combine these smokes with a silent push. When you want to get into A site fast, you need some quick flashes and dangerous molotovs that will ensure the enemy team will struggle keeping you off of A. For example, this flash and molly combo for A site from top lobby are perfect as they'll keep the whole of A site blind. The next smoke is when you need to retake A site from heaven, but you want to make sure you don't get insta-killed. Right-click a smoke on top of the bucket outside of heaven. Also, right-click a flash through the smoke. This smoke with a flashbang as well will make retakes on A much easier than before. When your team is rushing towards B site, there are two very simple but easy flashes for pushing ramp and onto site. The first one being through this small window near spawn. The second one thrown from the ramp and will flash your enemies if they're sat back generator / back site, but importantly, not your teammates. A very simple but effective smoke to throw when pushing B is the cross smoke from ramp. This smoke makes it possible to push onto B site and plant the bomb without being taken out from con or back site. And these next couple of smokes are for when you're pushing onto A site. The first smoke I would use when I just want to get bomb down fast and don't really care about how many kills I get this round. This smoke is useful as it cuts off the angles from short and also elevator. And the second smoke is one in which I would use on a full buy, as it provides a one-way smoke that you can use to get information and even a couple of kills.
Remember guys, this video can help you out, but utility isn't the only thing that you need to know to get those dubs. So if you want more information on how to improve, make sure to check out our website where you'll find your own personal coaches that can help you with anything Counter-Strike. Also make sure to sub to the channel so that you catch all of our future uploads, and leave a like on the video just so I know you enjoyed my company. Anyway, good luck grinding out there, Pro Guides fam, and I'll see you in the next one.